Good morning, everyone. How are you all? This is Tammy at Tater Tots, and today I have got my Tootie Sculpt by Natalie Blick. She was done by, well, both these girls are done by the same artist. This is Tootie. She is Finley Brienne, and this is my Elliot Sculpt by Casey Brace, and she is Presley Memphis. And both girls are done by Betsy Thomas at Beautiful Babies by Betsy. And they are all ready for Easter. And this is for hashtag Casual Fun Friday by our good friend Kitty and Toddy at Little Waddle Nursery. Um, it's Fancy Friday. That's the theme for this month. And I love this dress. Kitty sent this to us last year. Uh, it's an ivory dress. It's just gorgeous, and it's got pink and lavender butterflies with a little lavender heather knitted vest, and she's got on little ivory tights. And Vicky from So Loved actually knitted this outfit. It's in peach and white. It's a sweater with all kinds of beautiful cabling down the front of it. Little white bloomers with pom-poms, as you can see, and the peach trim, peach and white booties with the pom-poms. And I've got her in a little white knitted headband that actually was made by Janet Smith over at creations underscore let's see, creations so real. It's creations underscore so underscore real, and she is on Instagram. So Loved is on Facebook. But today I wanted to do Kitty's questions. It's what types of dolls do you enjoy collecting? And there are 5 questions, so let's get started. What types of dolls do you enjoy collecting? Well, I am a doll collector. I'm a reborn collector. I'm not really a doll collector. I enjoy the reborns. When I was a kid, I enjoyed Barbies. And I think, well, we'll get into that because there's a question for it. But the types of dolls that I do enjoy collecting are the authentic reborn dolls. Number 2, which best collects your doll collecting style? Which best explains, maybe, I think I wrote that wrong, your doll collecting style. A, collecting for art purposes. Yes, when I first started out, I was getting the budget babies, and gradually I went up a little bit and a little bit, and I would buy, and then in a few months I would get tired of the doll, want a different sculpt, so I would sell it and get a different sculpt. And each time I would, maybe get a tiny bit higher end. So that's how I got into the doll community, I guess, the collecting. B, collecting different sculpts or the same artist. I love Natalie Blick. She is definitely one of my favorite sculptors, and I pretty much have stuck with the same artist down through the years. I come across Cece Baldamino at I Love Reborn Dolls by Cece. She's not in the business anymore. She was a mid-range. She wasn't budget baby, but she wasn't, higher end. But I loved her babies, and I loved her. We got to be good friends, and she was an awesome artist. And then I met Betsy Thomas at Beautiful Babies by Betsy, and I love her dolls. She is an excellent artist, and I just never have been disappointed by her. Of course, Rosanna Rotaco is just a beautiful artist. I have met Sherry Titus Cottle. She's itty, let's see, what is that? Sherry's Itty Bitty Reborn Nursery, I think. She's actually doing a doll for me right now. This will be the second one from her. But yeah, I stick pretty much to artists that I know and I've used before. C, collecting complete series of dolls. No, I've never done that. Now, I used to. My mother and I both collected Precious Moments. We had a ton of Precious Moments dolls, but we only bought the ones that we really liked. D, collecting because of their beauty, that their beauty appeals to you. Guys, I can't read my own writing. Yeah, I would say that some. There's actually a doll right now Ina Hopman has. It's the Chantel, the new one by Natalie Blick, and I'm just like drooling all over it. But her prices are a little bit out of my price range. Collecting dolls within a certain budget. Yes, pretty much to a certain extent, because let's face it, most of us aren't rich and we do have budgets. Collecting dolls for future value. Yeah, some, because I pretty much only like the limited editions and the sold out limited editions. Those are my choices. So I do think about value now, especially because my dolls are, a bit more pricey than some. So that is a concern because you want to try to make most of your money back when you go to sell. Number 3, how do you interact with your dolls? Do you dress your dolls, role play, display them, or all three? I dress my dolls for videos and pictures, and they're not really on display. They're back in my room, which has turned more into a nursery. I do not role play. I'm not comfortable with that. To me, they're dolls. They're not babies. They're dolls. So role play for me is just not my comfort zone. Number 4, do you hold onto your dolls for a long time, or do you regularly sell them and replace them? Up until up until more recent, I bought and sold. I am now at a very satisfied point in my collection, and there's only one doll right now that I would consider selling, and it might surprise some of you, but I don't have any dolls right now that I'd want to sell. No, probably not for a long time. I'm very happy and very content with my collection now. Number 5, what type dolls do you not have in your collection that you aspire to one day own? And I don't have a lot of space, so I really don't have any dolls that I am looking at that I would, other than the reborns. And like I said, I saw Chantel and I love her, but it's like I told a couple of my friends in this community, there's always going to be a new sculpt that comes out. There's always going to be babies that you want in the reborn collection, and you just can't get all of them. You have to pick and choose, or at least I do. So I hope you've enjoyed my stumbly video today. It was a bit stumbly. I couldn't read my writing. Kitty, thank you so much for Fancy Friday and for the questions. I've really enjoyed listening to a lot of you answer the questions. I wish you all a wonderful weekend, and we will be back very soon. Thank you all for supporting me and for signing up for our 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I'm getting enough entries that, guys, I think I'm going to have to change it. Instead of doing the number, well, doing, you know, the draw with numbers in a bowl, I'm just going to ask Alexis to pick a number between 1 and whatever, 50, because I'm just getting too many to do the bowl thing and have to cut out all the numbers. I'm getting lazy. The draw again will be on St. Patrick's Day, so tune in for that, and good luck to everyone that has entered and is playing. Thank you all again for stopping by, and we'll see you very soon. Bye, guys.